look at where we are. Look at where we are. This is the mock-up that I did for the placement of the graphics on the Raceboat Simulator I'm making for the Raceboat Hall of Fame. And I sent the graphics in to Lisa Armstrong at Root North Sign and Graphics, and she got them printed out, and now, woo! I am starting to position them roughly on the boat just to see how things are going to look. They're just taped into position right now just to give me an idea of placement and orientation. I found that this one was the most difficult because I wanted to make sure it was centered. So I ran a piece of tape from the very nose of the boat to the center of the cockpit where the dash is, and that gave me a center line, but I also needed to make sure it was this way, the right way. So the simplest way to do that was to simply draw a line under the numbers here. That gave me a straight edge, and then found the center point here, which is approximately 25 centimeters, and took a square to line up my vertical center points here. So I think we are pretty good to go. The original registration numbers will go on the hull here, down here somewhere, and all of the other geometric shapes that are reflected in the Raceboat logo have been enlarged and positioned around the deck. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to start with first. The most difficult one will likely be this large circular 92 number. I want to make sure that when I lay it down on the deck, I don't get any air bubbles, but there's a trick for getting rid of air bubbles, and eventually they do disappear. I have to fix the angle of these. They're a little too close together, so I've got to sweep this one down a little bit there. But things are looking good. So what I'm going to do is put my camera on the tripod and do a time lapse, and we will see how this is going to turn out. Oh, one last thing I forgot about that I can't do right now, but I had a graphic made up for the throttle controller, and that will go on the throttle controller itself, and it's that particular doohickey thing right there. So anyway, this is the fun part of the boat building and restoration process, so we will see how it goes. you.